Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. Roll 'em if you got 'em. Carl, as always, I'm joined with Dakota.
Hello, everybody.
This video, we are going to finally finish the Monster Pack expansion for The Witcher Old World, painting the Siren. Now, unfortunately, I lost all the videos of me actually painting the Siren, but we're going to talk about it. So, um, the technique we used here is the same as like the wet blending video, which we'll throw that in up top here, where we used speed paints and found a really nice way to pull off some easy wet blending for them. Now, the Siren here, I'm trying to get like this green into white into reddish pinky kind of tone on the wings here. I feel like it's the most important part of this model. It is a lot of wings. It's kind of the main thing you see on it. So these are a couple images I used as source material. I wanted to pull off, once again, like this green gray into a white into a red and use the wet blending to do so. So that's kind of what we did here is we have Absolution Green on the left side, Alchemy or Purple Alchemy on the right. And I left a gap between the two colors, and then I went in with the the white speed paint. Yeah, Holy White in the middle, and I just kind of pushed that back and forth to subtly blend the pink and the Absolution Green together, or purple, I should say. But it got a pretty good effect, and I did it on the actual wings there. I did it on the tail. Um, those are kind of the biggest details on this thing, with the exception of this red that's on like the jaw and the spikes, which I just went through with Slaughter Red and just sort of picked those out. But it was a super simple model to paint, um, which is why we decided that we were going to pull out some tricks here on the base. So since it does have like this coming up out of the water sort of effect, I got some of this woodland scenics realistic water stuff, which we've played with in a previous video. We'll throw that one up at the top also. And there we mix it with green and purple and red, and this one we're trying to actually have water, so we're gonna mix it with some blues and stuff.
How much have you worked with prior to this model? Worked with that water texture?
um this, I don't remember if I actually did this before I did the Tyranids or after, but that was it. If I did those Tyranid bases prior to this, then
Mhm.
that was it. If I didn't, then this
This
was
is it.
first. Yeah, this
Gotcha.
might have been the first time I played with it.
So basically, it's near first.
Yeah. So we just kind of taped it off here, and then take the little hobby knife, and which this thing needs a new blade real bad. I'm gonna get hurt one of these days. I'm gonna do a video with a big old fat band-aid on my finger, and it's because this is the same blade and this hobby knife for I don't know how many ever years now, but ever since I bought it. Real someday it'll make a good short.
Yeah, you got to do hobby knife safety, a hobby
Yeah,
knife safety class.
yeah. So we tape it off, and then just kind of take a little look see at the model here. I'm peeling some of the tape back because I don't. If it's up against the model, you're not going to get the watery stuff in there. But I don't have a lot of plan for how much and where and any of that stuff. I'm just kind of winging it here.
Yeah. So basically, you taped it up tight, got it in there. It pressed. You've pretty well pressed it on, and now you're just kind of giving yourself an actual like area of operation
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, and I'm kind of hoping I can just sort of like put it over because there's like some rocks and then like a wood plank I'm hoping I can just pour it over it and it just kind of flows.
Mhm.
In theory, that sounds like the plan. I mean, but yeah, here we go. Not too much to this. I should have trimmed this part down too, but it's fine. We're almost there. So yeah, and I'm assuming I'm gonna get a nice secure um seal there. I have a few blues, two blue speed paints and a blue ink. um and then, as we have found out with the Tyranid videos, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. That was a lot of bit of the realistic water here. And we grab the High Lord blue. I think we do like 2 drops. 1, 2, and a third. Wipe the edge. Grab brush, mix it up, and I get a nice little blue color. And I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah, cool. I don't think I used the ink or the magic blue or anything. I was pretty happy with that on first glance. Grab one of these little dropper things, and just we're gonna squirt some water in here.
Then you just kinda fill in the gaps of what you want to be actual water spots,
Yeah, yeah,
correct? Mhm.
yeah. I get some bubbles here, and I thought about leaving them because I was like, oh, they might have like a sea foamy sort of look. But I do grab the hobby knife here shortly, and I kind of go through and pop some of those.
Mhm.
Once again, though, it's way too much water stuff. Yeah, so I'm just popping some of the bubbles that get made. Um, there's a part of me that wonders if I should have kind of left the color alone there, but I felt like it was a little too blue.
Mhm.
So I think I do grab that magic white speed paint and just kind of dap some in here in a minute. Um, and then just kind of moving the model around, letting the water sort of flow back and forth so it can find little nooks and crannies.
Basically letting it find its spots.
Yeah. I'm treating it very similar to how I treat epoxy,
Mhm.
which I mix it and wing it. So
Perfect.
yeah, yeah, it's worked out thus far. It's gotten us to almost 400 subscribers. So feel free to keep subscribing. Every like, comment, and subscription goes a long way with our videos. If you're still watching this point, um, we do greatly appreciate them. Seems like it doesn't take very many to get the videos into the algorithms. So, you know, hook us up. Going through, pop in a few more bubbles. They probably would look really cool if you let them
How
dry.
long should this epoxy be setting for before you continue to work with it? I mean, like, you get in there, I know you're gonna change up your color here a little bit, but, once you're like, "Alright, it's good, let it sit," what do you do from that point?
Um, I let it set for a couple of days, I think, but I think it is. I'm looking right now. It's supposed to cure in about 24 hours.
Okay.
An eighth inch deep should cure until glass clear, minimum 24 hours. So it says not to apply heat or anything. Um, yeah, we drop some of that white in. This is panic mode here, where you go, oh yeah, I really wish I would have left this alone. Um, but it's like, all right, let's mix it in, and it does start to get kind of a cool effect. You see the colors kind of separating.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I think we're cool here.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool effect. It's more of like it kind of even just adding that white makes it look a little bit more like foamy.
Yeah, which is kind of what I wanted, like sea foam sort of.
Mhm, yeah. You could even do, I mean, like, other colors. I bet if you'd have dropped, like, green in there, it'd look
Hmm.
much, been like a grimy type of sea,
I think so. And I go back, get a little blue to just sort of layer it. Um, having that conversation right now with myself of being like, know when to walk away.
Yeah,
Uh, I
that
put it
happens.
I put it in a couple of high spots, sort of let it run down, and grab the knife and just go back to popping some bubbles. And then I do wait a couple of days, I think, before I came back and peeled the tape and stuff off, which probably was a little too much. I probably should have looked to peel this tape sooner rather than later because there's a couple spots where I peel some of the water effect stuff off.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I go in here and then we put our flat black to the brim, and I kind of, you see a spot coming up here right there where it's just like some of the gray plastic. I just punched some black in there and was like, "Yeah, it looks fine."
Yeah, I mean, usually too at this point when you're just doing your rims, you can just fill it in, and you don't really notice too much.
Right. Mm-hmm. Nice little model drop. It's not one of my videos unless I get a model drop in it. But yeah, nice flat black rim, and we'll take a look at it here in the little spinny thing. And I do like it has like that wet. It looks wet, it has
Uh-huh.
a nice glisten
Yeah.
to it.
No, for sure. That turned out. I mean, I think it looks even too from how you head in there to even the outcome. It's a lot different because that white looks not. It doesn't look white. I should say.
Hmm.
It just I don't know. It has a good effect of kind of the colors going on it.
Yep. I like some of the rocks have, like, you can see the rock through it, but the rock looks wet, especially like here on
Yeah.
that part. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Once again, I'm enjoying playing with this water effect stuff. I've put it on the Plague Marine, I've put it on this guy, I've put it on a couple of bases. I think we're gonna keep putting this places until we run out, and we've maybe used one out of our 16 ounces. So
Right. Right.
anything else?
Nope. Just other than thanks for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does go a long way. And if you haven't, check out some of our other vids.
Yeah, up here at the top, I will throw a link into all three of the models from this monster expansion for the Witcher Old World, this monster pack. That won't be on the video right away, but it'll be here in a couple of days, probably by the time anyone watches this. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye. Dakota, do you have a bye?
I already
Dakota's.
did.
Oh, say goodbye to our friends.
Bye.
Bye.